Hello crafters, we should be live on both Facebook and YouTube. So thank you everyone for joining me today. We are going to be talking about the brand new 8x8 decorative die sets. I can see that lots of you are joining us already. So hello to Karen, hello to Alison, Sue, Irene. Thank you all so much for joining me. So today is going to be all about the brand new 8x8 decorative die sets, which I know that lots and lots of you are have been waiting for, because you've seen little sneak peeks of them in the background and things like that. But yes, we've got some brand new products to share with you all. So I'm just going to give you a couple more minutes, just kind of all build and find us, just a little bit later. Joining today I was. We were just discussing scissors, weren't we, Becca? Because I've stolen Becca's scissors from the other side of the table and she said I'll never see them again. And I was like, that is a fair point. Then I found mine, so she's got them back now. So yes, anyway, I hope that you are all well, all good. It is of course Friday. I hope you're all looking forward to the weekend as well. Hope you've all got some nice plans. Yes, I hope sun shines as well actually this weekend, because it wasn't great, was it, last week? We've got viewers from Australia joining as well. Hello to Gillian, hello to Janet, hello to Elizabeth. Thank you all so much for joining me. Oh, and Linda's watching as well. Hello to Linda. Okay then, so I'm going to dive on in and show you these, which are our fabulous brand new 8x8 dies. And little sneak peek, some of you have found them already. They are actually on the website right now, available for you to buy. So over at chloescreativecards.co.uk, you are going to be able to get your hands on these fabulous dies. So we've got 3 brand new sets, okay? These are all sized up to 8x8 to fit on your 8x8 card blanks. So they are actually 7 3/4 inches across, just so that they fit on your card blank front, so you can map them on a piece of 8x8. But we've got 3 gorgeous new designs. So we have, of course, got the beautiful decorative square, okay? And I am going to show you these in a little bit more detail as well. We have then got the decorative circle, and we've got the decorative oval. So if you've got any of our basic dies, so either the basic oval would coordinate with this one, the basic circle with the circle, and the basic square with the square. They are all going to intermingle and mix and match together. So I'm going to pop the overhead camera on so that you can have a little bit of a closer look at these. As you know, all of our 8x8 dies, oh, hit the wrong button there. There we go. There we go. All of our 8x8 dies do come on a magnetic sheet as well. So they are perfect for making it easier to store them. And that's already done for you. So if you are putting these in your binders, all you need to order is a pack of the plastic pockets, because these are already on the magnetic sheets. If you have been waiting for our individual magnetic sheets to come back into stock, they are now in stock and on the website. So we're going to start off with the first design, which is the beautiful decorative square. This is a really lovely image. You've got 6 different dies in here. So you've got your largest one that's about 7 3/4 inches across, and then they nest down, and you've got this really pretty kind of leafy edge. It's a much smaller edge than we've done before in our decorative dies, but it looks so pretty. So if I bring the little board in that we've got here, so we've cut one out of pearl card, then one out of matte mirror, pearl, matte mirror, so on and so on. But you can see this beautiful detailing that you get along the edge. It almost looks like lace. But these are going to be perfect to use all year round, because they've kind of got that just generic look about them, which is lovely. So if we hold this one up, you can you see how you've got the little 4 pierced edge on there as well, which is absolutely beautiful. So you've got that on each of the layers, so it just adds that extra little bit of detail. And you've also got the gorgeous little fancy border just going around the side too, which is really pretty. So these are going to make the most beautiful little mats for your mats and layers. Perfect for using on your base cards and layering these up. They are absolutely fabulous. So that one is your square design. Next up, we've got the decorative circles, which is this one here. So within this set, you've got 5 different dies. Again, these come on a magnetic storage sheet. So if you want to pop them into your storage binder, it's so easy. Just pop them into one of the plastic pockets and they are good to go. So if we flip that over, you can see the different sizes that we've got in here. So again, we're from 7 3/4 inches across down into the smaller sizes as well. So the smaller ones are fabulous as well for adding sentiments onto your projects and for creating backgrounds as well if you want to stick some onto like a double-sided adhesive sheet. Really pretty. So this is the little board that I've got here to show you the circle. So again, we've done pearl matte mirror, so you can see how gorgeous that is. And if I hold it up, can you see the detailing on that die? So you've got this lovely kind of lacy border, and then you've got the little kind of like stitched cut out around the edge, which is really pretty. You could be threading ribbon through there, you could be stitching through there as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So that one is your decorative circle, okay? And then next up, we have got the beautiful decorative oval. Now I know that lots of you have been wanting a decorative oval shape, and that is why we've brought this one to you. So the widest point, it's going to fit on an 8x8 card for you. Absolutely beautiful. Again, that really nice, delicate, lacy style edging. And this one's also got the little holes all the way around the edge, so that you can go in and you can maybe be stitching these with your threads, or threading a little bit of fine ribbon through as well. But a really gorgeous design. So this one is your decorative oval. And if we hold that up, you can see how beautifully they all matte and layer up. And then of course, if you wanted to do smaller ovals in the middle, our 8x8 oval die set is going to fit perfectly in the centre of here. The details on these dies are absolutely beautiful. If you've had any of our decorative dies before, you will know how beautifully they cut, and you can see how gorgeous that little bit of detailing is around the edge. Okay, really pretty. So we've got the 3 different designs. We have got the decorative oval, the decorative circle and the decorative square. All are available individually to buy right now at chloescreativecards.co.uk, and they are £26.99 each, okay? But we do know that lots of you love a bundle, okay, and you like to go for them all. So we've done a special bundle price where you get all 3 of the decorative dies for £72, okay? And that's for the oval, the square and the circle, which is fabulous. And then if you need those plus the storage, we've got a secondary bundle where you get your 3 decorative dies, plus you get one of our fabulous storage binders, which I'll bring in to show you, and a pack of the plastic pockets as well. Okay, I am going to pop the overhead camera back in there. There we go, and then I can show you this fabulous folder. So if you go for the decorative die and storage bundle, you'll get your 3 dies and one of our fabulous storage binders, which is beautiful. You've got the hot pink and the black PU leather, and then you've got the gorgeous little gold band that runs across the middle. You've also got the Chloe's Creative Cards logo on there. And then if we open it up, you've got your pockets that you can be using for storage to drop embossing folders into. You can slide little scraps of paper and things into there as well. And then you get your plastic pockets, and these literally just clip in to your binder, like so. You just open your binder, you take this bit of paper out as well. This is just for transport. You clip your little pocket in and then slide your die set into there, and that's it, good to go. So that is your beautiful storage binder as well. So you can go for the dies on their own, you can buy them individually, or you can go for them with the storage binder as well. Now I know that you are going to want to see exactly what you can be creating with these fabulous dies. So we've got lots of finished samples to show you, and I've got a couple of demos as well. So this one here uses the beautiful decorative square. I feel like this is really skew with this mat. There we go. Try and straighten it up a little bit. There we go, that's a bit better. So we've got the beautiful decorative square in the background. So using that as your first little mat and layer on the back. And then we've got the gorgeous decorative circle as well in the middle. So you can see the designs around the edge of each of these dies are slightly different, but they do kind of coordinate and mix and match together as well on your projects. They look absolutely gorgeous. So that one's your decorative square with your decorative circle. Next up, this one uses the beautiful decorative oval, and this is on a slightly smaller card, so I think this looks like an A5 card blank to me. Absolutely beautiful. Next up, oops, throwing them about now. We've got the lovely oval on this one here with that grande botanical butterfly in the middle. And you can see how fabulous that looks. But look, you can be glittering the edges of these dies as well. It really does look so, so pretty. So that is your oval die on there. Next up, we've got the squares as well, layering those up. So we've used 2 here, we've used 1 in the background and then 1 to the front. And again, coordinating with the basic square dies as well. And if I hold this card up, can you see the little 4 piercing detail that you get on the square die? It is absolutely beautiful. It just adds that extra little bit of dimension and extra little bit of pop to your project. Next up, we've got this gorgeous pink card, and this one is using the decorative oval die, which is super pretty. Again, matting and layering those together, adding your sequins onto there. Of course, this makes the most beautiful centerpiece on your project. Really, really lovely. Next up, showing you how to create a little shaped card, and I've got this one to film actually for YouTube, so this will be going up over the next couple of weeks. But you can see how we've used that beautiful decorative die in the background. Matte and layered it up with the basic circles as well. We've added some of our flowers onto here too and added that beautiful happy birthday in the middle. Then next up, this is a bit of a sneak peek at a range that's coming soon. So this is Build a Bouquet. Really, really pretty. And then we've got our lovely decorative oval in the background here. And it's been matted with one of the basic ovals as well. So you can see how gorgeous that looks. Of course, you can be doing these in any colour that you like. This one's been die cut from our pearl card, but we've used these dies with our mirror card, matte mirror card, anything like that. They're going to work absolutely perfectly for. So I'm going to pop these cards back in the little holder over here, and then I have got a couple of demonstrations to share with you all. So I'm going to start up by doing a card using the lovely oval die. Okay, so this is what we're going to be creating, something similar to this one. Now, because this card is kind of really all about the beautiful die sets today, we're not going to do quite as much stamping. We are going to do a little bit, and I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at the blending brushes as well while we do this project. But this one uses the bride and groom. We're also using the Mr. and Mrs. Sentiment Builder. We're using the wedding foiled papers, and we're using the summer flower stamp. So this one is coming back in stock as well. It should be back in next week because I know that the flowers are out of stock on the website at the moment. Right then, so let's dive on in and get started. I'm just going to have a little drink out of my tea, and then we will get started. So I'm going to start off by building up my base card. So I've got my Crystallina glitter. Again, Crystallina is on its way. I feel like this is all we say at the moment, but we are out of stock of a few things. But Crystallina is coming, and we've managed to do it in some bags as well, like bulk bags, rather than just a little 1/2 ounce pot. So if you want to do like a little glitter station like I've got here, that'll be coming soon. So we're going to start off by building up our base card. So I have got a lovely, this is one of the linen effect cards that we've got on the website from Craft UK. I've got a piece of white pearl card and a beautiful piece of that foiled paper from the wedding paper pad. Absolutely love this one, it's beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by taking our chisel tip glue pen. Just going to grab in my new little tool storage, look. Let me grab this in to show you again. This is coming very soon. So we've got our new little tool storage with our fabulous blending brushes in. So I'm going to grab my chisel tip glue pen out of there. Okay, and I'm going to grab a bit of scrap paper. Let me just grab that. I'm going to glitter up the edges to start with. Okay then. So we're going to take our chisel tip glue pen and we're going to drag it along the edge of the card, like so. I'm going to dunk that into the glitter. Same again, just working all the way around. Like so. go, and then I'm going to take my crystal white card. I'm going to drag along the edges. And just work around like so. Okay. Right then. I'm going to dunk that into the glitter. Like so. We'll just pull that to one side, and we're just going to layer these together with some foam pads. Okay, I'm going to pop my glue pen back in there. See, this little tool station comes in handy for me, because then at least all my stuff stands in one place and I don't end up losing it. I'm going to grab out some foam pads. I have just opened a new box. So I'll just grab a few from here, like so. Okay, so we're going to mat and layer these together. So a few foam pads just on the back. There we go, just mat and layer this up, and I'm going to do the same on the next one, and then we'll get this stuck onto our base card. Alright, so I'll whip the backs up here. I'm just going to do it over the bin so I don't get foam pads everywhere. There we go, and I'm going to grab my card blank in, and we're going to stick this down onto the front, like so. And then we're going to do the next layer as well. I'm going to whip the backs off of here. And I'm going to stick this onto the front. I'll just make sure the heart's the right way around. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's our base card mat and layered up. So we're going to crack on with some die cutting next. Okay, so I'm going to grab in my oval dies. So I've got them here. We're going to cut the largest one first. So I've got a piece of our beautiful crystal white pearl card. I'm going to just take a couple of pieces of tape this down into place. Like so, and then I'm going to take my Gemini plate, which I just had out before. So I'm going to use my base plate, my plastic shim, my die cut side up, and then my cutting plate on the top. If that's not quite enough, I'm going to go back and add the metal shim in. Let's see how we get on. I've actually got the Gemini 2 now as well. Because obviously when we're doing the dies and things, we do always test them on as many machines as we can. So I've got that one as well, so I might use that one in my next video. There we go. So then if we take that out, you're going to rotate by 90 degrees and send it back through again. And this is the key with these decorative dies. You're better off going with a little bit less pressure and having to run it through twice than going in with too much pressure, because what then happens is it twists the paper in the die. So then you don't get as clean a cut. So then when this comes out the other side, you will see we've got this oval perfectly die cut. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just pop that out. Like so. I'm going to hold on to that tape, and then I've got my poke tool. Again, in my little tool holder. We're just going to push through all of those little bits that kind of stay in the paper. Okay, so you just need to release those. They are cut, they just sometimes get a little bit stuck. I'm just going to whiz round and pop those through. There we go. I do think this would look fabulous stitched actually. I need to try and get some those nice sparkly threads. Beautiful. Right, so just gonna finish popping these all through. But these dies are fabulous because it gives you such a lovely base to start and create your projects with them being 8x8 as well. It really does give you that lovely kind of base to your cards. Right, so that's going to go in the bin. I'm going to pop this to one side. There we go. I'm going to die cut the next one. So I think this, from reference, is the second one in. And then the third one in. And we're also going to cut the smallest one as well. So let me grab my tape. So you always tape in place in 2 places as well. That just keeps it nice and balanced. And again, helps to stop that paper from moving. The tape there. This is the Scotch low tack tape as well that I always use, and it is in my Amazon storefront as well. So I'm going to run this back through my die cutting machine, which I've just got set up to the side of me here. So that's just running through. And then we'll grab that at the other side. And then we'll turn that round and we're going to do the same with the smaller one. Okay, and then we're going to run this back through. Like so. And then we're going to just lift that off, and then we're going to lift this away, and you'll see we've got this beautiful die cut image. I noticed a couple of you are asking about international stockists as well. If you go onto our website and go onto the shipping and delivery page, there are details about the international stockists that we have. I do have a couple that I need to add. I think there's one in Spain and one in South Africa that I need to add onto that page. But if you keep a check on there, we post the details with the links to the suppliers on there. Okay, so again, we're just going to whiz round and push these little bits through. I'm going to do it on my cutting plate, then I can just sweep it straight into the bin. So we're just going to work around like so. Pushing these little bits through, and then we're going to do the same with this one here. Just working round, pushing these through. Like so. There we go. Right, and that's all beautifully pushed through. Right, we're going to just pop the bits of rubbish in the bin there, and then we're going to grab in our scrap paper again, and of course our glitter. No card is complete without a little bit of sparkle, is it? So I'm going to use a little bit of Crystallina, and I'm going to take my fabulous chisel tip glue pen, and what we're going to do is just drag around the edge of the image, like so, and then dunk that into the glitter. So again, all the way around the edge. And then dunk into the glitter. And these chisel tip glue pens are fabulous. We've got them back in stock now on the website, and they are so good for just glittering up your images and for things like this, because you can really kind of just scribble over the top and that glue is going to bond that glitter in place. So that's the large one done, and if I hold that up to the camera you can see how pretty that then looks, because it gives you just that lovely little twinkle all the way around the edge. Okay, so then we're going to do the same with the next one. We're going to go back in and just scribble all the way around the edge like so. Go back over the area that I missed there. And there we go. Okay, and we're going to do the same on this lovely little smaller one as well. But you can see the detail in these dies are beautiful. They almost look like lace. They're so lovely and delicate. But you could see through the cutting on the Gemini how beautifully that they do cut out in your die cutting machine. Right, so we're going to pop that over to one side. If I can get the lid on my glitter box there. It's going to go straight in the bin. And then we're going to layer up our card. So I'm going to start off by popping our gorgeous ovals into the middle. So again, I'm just going to grab my foam pads and just pop a few of these onto the back. Like so, and then the same with this one here. And we're going to layer these up into the middle of the card. So we'll just take the backs off of these. Okay, and that's going to go down straight into the middle of our card. And then we're going to do the same with this one here. I'm going to go down onto here. So we're just layering these together. And then what we've got is the beautiful bride and groom. And this I've actually pinched from one of my other demos that I did for YouTube. Because we always end up with like 2s and 3s of things. So I thought, right, I'm going to utilise it on this card. So what I've done is taken our beautiful bride and groom stamp and I've stamped it out in the Morning Mist Versifying ink pad. So it's a little bit of like it's a softer grey rather than doing it in a harsh black. Covered it in clear gloss, superfine embossing powder and heated it up. So that gives you your lovely image. And then I've just gone in, added some little diamantes to his suit, coloured in the faces, and I've also glittered the dress with a little bit of diamante sparkle glitter. So I'm going to flip that over and we're just going to pop some foam pads onto the back of here. And then again, stick this one down. Okay, and that's going to get stuck onto here, like so. Then we've got our little oval, which is going to go across the top corner. Okay, so I'm going to take my scissors I've got here. I'm just going to trim that foam pad down. It's going to go across the top corner. And then I've got a lovely congratulations die cut out like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ink the little backing plate for this one, just so that it ties in nicely with the blush colour of the paper. So I'm going to take my blending brush, which is one of these here. These are probably going to be on the website next week as well, so please do keep an eye out for those. I'm going to take my Distress Oxide ink pad. We will be doing a full video about them, but they are honestly fabulous. We've worked really hard to get the bristles just the right kind of consistency to get a lovely soft blend on these. We've also worked really hard to get the shaping right, and we've made the neck nice and flexible. So what that means is it just makes it easier for you when you're working with them, because you've got that little bit of flexibility there. So we've just inked that up, and you can see how lovely and smooth that is inked. Okay, so I'm going to pop that over to one side. I'm going to take my little congratulations, and this is gorgeous. This is from the Mr. and Mrs. Sentiment Builder, but you can see how beautiful and fine that font is. It almost looks like it's been stamped when you get it stuck onto your card. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Dries Clear PVA glue. I'm going to just pop this onto the back. Okay, I am going to be posting lots of cards on Facebook as well, using these fabulous new dies, and on Instagram as well actually. Just been having a few problems with Facebook recently. It's not letting me schedule the post. So please do bear with me, but there will be lots of inspiration coming your way soon. So we're going to pop that onto here, like so. I'm just going to give that a little squish down with some paper. That glue is of course going to dry clear. And I'll pop a little foam pad just across the back of there. And just stick that down onto here. Okay, so you can see how beautiful that's then looking. I probably should have done that a little bit lower down actually, thinking about it now. Me just wrecking the card, pulling it to bits. There we go, it's a little bit better. Okay then, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of, this is crystal white pearl paper, and I've got the gorgeous summer flower stamp, and we're going to take the silver snow wow powder. Okay, so we're going to take an anti-static bag and my wow clear embossing ink pad. Mandy's asking, is there some new dies coming? Is it looks like it on this morning's Instagram post? Yes, these are the new dies, the 8x8 decorative dies. There are probably some cards that are using newer product as well that have maybe gone up, but yes, these are the new dies today. These are the new 8x8 ones. So we're going to take our wow clear embossing ink pad and we're going to ink this up. So lots of tapping all over the image. Like I say as well, this stamp is out of stock at the moment, but it is coming back in next week. So we're going to place that down onto our paper and press. And you want firm even pressure all over the image. We're then going to take our powdered snow embossing glitter, sprinkle that over the top and tap away the excess. Okay, and then we're going to take our heat gun and we're going to heat this up. And this is a lovely embossing powder. It's really nice and like pearly, really, really lovely. So we're just going to heat that up like so. Give that a couple of seconds just to cool down. Okay, and then we're going to ink this up a little bit. So while we're waiting for that to cool, I'm going to do my vellum one as well actually. So I've got a piece of vellum as well. I'm going to do this as the top layer for the flower. So I'm going to take my flower stamp, re-ink that back up, and then I'm going to pop that one on there and lift that away, and then we're going to take our powdered snow again, sprinkle that over the top. It's going to go straight back into the jar, and then we're going to heat this one up. we go. So again, we'll let that one cool off, but you can see, probably demonstrating all the white on white's challenging today, isn't it? But right, we're going to take a little bit of ink and then hopefully you'll be able to see the flowers, because I feel like it's just all very shiny and reflecty today. So we're going to use the gorgeous Tattered Rose, and we're going to use one of our fab new blending brushes, and we're going to just lightly ink in the middle of the flowers. I did actually send a set of these brushes to Glynis this week and also a Christine, and I have to say Christine's look absolutely fabulous in her craft room. She sent me a photo of it, and Glynis is absolutely loving using these. She says it makes it so much easier. So you can see how gorgeous that is then looking. And then I'm going to pop this to one side. I want to know what this Instagram post was today that went up. I'm intrigued as to which one it was. Is it a panel? Is it a panel? Oh, there is some newness coming your way soon. So please don't worry. We have been very little busy bees behind the scenes actually. So there is a lot coming. We've got, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some vellum as well. There's all sorts. There's absolutely all sorts. We've been very, very busy. Okay, so we're going to ink the middle of the flowers on the vellum as well. And I'm working on the front side and not the back side. I feel like everyone's now zooming in on all the photos to try and see what we've been popping on the card. Might have a few more behind me to show you later, but anyway. Right then, so what you then do is let your ink dry, and then you're going to cut out the flowers. Now I've got some that have very nicely been cut out for me, but basically all you do when you cut out is just keep your scissor blade still, and then just work around, and you kind of just, the best way to describe it is you feed the paper into the scissors, if that makes sense. So we're literally just feeding the paper into the scissors, like so. So just going to work around, trimming that out. And you do this on all of the flowers. Okay. I'm going to pop these to one side. And then we'll take these ones. And what we've done is just gone in with a little bit of Crystallina, just to, you know, add a little bit of sparkle. Oh, Joanne says there's some smaller foliage as well. There is, Joanne, there is foliage coming. So what we're going to do is pinch down the middle of these flowers. Okay. We could have used the stamen die on this one. That's coming soon as well. Right, so we're going to pinch down the centre of the petals like so. Just to kind of just layer all this together really. And then we're going to take our vellum one and do exactly the same. Like so. And then we're going to glue these together. So a little bit of Dry's Clear glue in the middle. A little bit more Dry's Clear glue. And then I'm going to take my Chloe's Favourites Pearls bling box, or the Frosty Christmas, because you get these lovely iridescent pearls in both of those. So I'm going to drop a pearl straight in the middle of there, and then I'm going to do the same with the next one. Thank you for all of your comments as well, by the way. So pleased that you are to hear that you're all loving kind of crafting with our products, and it's lovely. The Facebook group's such a lovely place as well, because it's so inspirational and you all share your makes, which is lovely to see. Right, so we're going to layer those two together, and then we're going to pinch this one all the way around. Little blob of glue in the middle of there, and then we're going to stick that one in the centre. Like so, and I'm going to pop a little pearl in the middle of there. and I'm going to stick this onto our card. I'm going to use a little bit of Collal 3D glue gel for this. Amy's asking, what is the embossing powder used? It is called Silver Snow. It's a wow one. We've definitely got it on the website, so have a little look. So we're going to stick these 2 flowers just into the bottom corner. So I'm going to pop one there and pop one here. Okay, and then I've got a couple of little swirls that have been done on heat resistant acetate. So I'm going to just tuck those in. Okay, and we're going to tuck this one in as well, like so. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to add 3 little pearls at the top and 3 little pearls at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to use the 6mm one. So these, again, you get in your pearl box or in your Frosty Christmas box as well, actually. I'm going to grab my tweezers from my little tool station over here. There we go. There we go. And then you can see how that's all layered up. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so this one is using the decorative oval. Okay, I'm going to pop some finished card samples in. Yeah, I know which card went up on Instagram this morning. It's on this photo as well. When I pop this one in. Okay, so there we go. Right, I'm going to pop that to one side. And I'm going to get ready for another demo. So I'm going to knock the sound off in a couple of seconds, and then I'll be with you all very, very soon. Okay, see if you can spot what's new on the photo. There's a challenge for everyone while I get ready. Okay then. Right, I'm back with you all now. Oh, look, the guesses are coming in for what's new on that photo that I just showed. There's lots of new goodies coming. Okay then, so we're going to do this gorgeous card using the butterfly next. And we're going to be using the 8x8 decorative square die on this one. So I'm going to show you how to cut it on your pearl card, how to cut it on your matte mirror card as well. It's really, really lovely. So we're going to pop that to one side. I'm going to start by taking a piece of crystal white pearl card, and I've got my decorative square die here, which I'm going to just tape in place. Okay, so we're going to flip that round. I'm going to pop this through our die cutting machine. So again, base plate, plastic shim, and cutting plate on the top. Okay, so we're going to just run that through. And we're going to grab that when it comes out the other side. And we'll spin that round. I'm going to feed that back through the machine, like so. I don't know if it's just moved there. There we go. Oh no, it's perfect. So when we take that waste card away and take this out of the die, you'll see we've got this beautifully die cut border. Okay, so let me just grab my low tack tape off of there, and I want my little pokey tool. So again, all you need to do is just poke the little excess pieces out. Little look round, any little excess bits that are on there you can just push through. Put that into the bin. Next up, we're going to take a piece of our this is the matte mirror card in Lagoon. We've got so many different products now. Honestly, I get so confused. What I might do with this one, actually, with it being matte mirror as well, is I think I might tape the four corners just to make it a little bit more secure. Then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine again. So again, base plate, plastic shim, cutting plate on the top. That's then just going to run through. And then we'll just grab that at the other side. Okay, that's looking beautiful. We're going to rotate that by 90 degrees and send it back through, like so. Grab that at the other side. Lift that off. Looks like it has just moved a tiny little bit. It might be okay. There we go. Right, so I'm going to just take that out of the die there. I'm going to grab my low tack tape, stick this onto here. There we go. And then we're going to push these pieces through. Little excess bits. I find this really satisfying as well with this die, particular die, because they're like just all a nice shape. There we go. So just quickly push these through. There we go. Right, so we'll get rid of those bits. Okay, and then next up, finally, we're going to do one of the smaller squares, and then that's all of our mats and layers die cut. With today's video kind of all being about these dies, I did just want to show you about how to cut them and all such like, rather than focus on the embellishments. So we're going to tape that die in place again, and then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine again. Just pick these bits off my plates. Okay, so then that's going to go straight back through your machine. These dies are absolutely gorgeous as well. I think it's going to be one of those where once you start using them, you've got to use them all the time when you're crafting. They are so useful. Right, so again, we're going to grab this when it gets to the other side. We're going to spin that round and run that back through again. There we go. So we'll get that at the other side and pick this up. So we're going to just peel away the waste card there. I'm going to push that through with my little poke tool just to push this all these little pieces through. Like so, just a few left in there. There we go. Right, and that's going to go in the bin. So, what we've then done is, I haven't actually got a card blank in my little pack for this demo, but I would stick my mirror card onto my card blank. Okay, and then I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper, and again we're going to do the same thing, just glitter in the edge and that Crystallina glitter. Okay. And then I'm going to take my chisel tip glue pen, and again literally we're just going to scribble like this over the edge. Dead easy to do. You will see these dies as well coming up on a lot of the projects with any new releases that we've got coming up. Glynis has done some fab projects as well to go in the magazines with these too. So you will be seeing these dies all over the place very soon. There we go. Right, so we're going to just work around, dunking in the glitter. I'm going to do the same on this side. Literally scribbling over the top. Okay, so we're going to do that on the largest white layer and the smallest white layer. Obviously the matte mirror one we're just going to leave because that'll be beautiful and shimmery enough on its own. So okay then. So we're then going to start and build our card. So we've got our beautiful base card and we're going to pop our gorgeous mat on the top here. And I do think these dies look gorgeous with a bit of mirror card behind them because you do get kind of the light dancing through, which always looks lovely. So I'm going to just pop the backs onto the, pop the foam pads onto there. We'll just quickly whip off the backs. I'm going to just have to stand up to layer this one together. There we go. So that's going to get stuck onto the base card like so. And then what we've done, because these coordinate, is we have taken, let's see if we can slide this in, the basic 8x8 die set, and we've die cut out the plain squares that are going to fit in the middle. Okay, so this is from the Beautiful Butterflies paper pad. So I've got a gorgeous die cut square here. And again, we're going to pop a little bit of collal just on the back, and then we're going to stick that down onto our base card. Okay, and then I'm going to do the next layer, which is that beautiful matte mirror. Pop the foam pads on the back of here. And then pop that in the centre of there. Okay, and then next up we've got another piece. This is from the Floral Dreams paper pad. So I'm going to map that one on top of there. Again, just using some foam pads. Just have to get some more out. Okay, so that's going to go up to the top here, like so. Okay, and then we're going to take the little smaller one, we're going to put on a diagonal. So we're going to pop our foam pads on the back, like so, and take the backs off. And then that's going to go just a little bit over to one side. We want to leave space for our flowers. So that's going to go onto there. And then we're going to take a little bit of mirror card and we're going to just pop a little bit of glue on the back. And then we're going to stick that in the middle of there, like so. Okay, and then for the embellishment on this one, we've taken the gorgeous botanical butterfly stamp and die set, and we've stamped one out onto a piece of turquoisey coloured paper, and then we've stamped one out onto vellum and glittered it up with a little bit of Crystallina. So all I'm going to do now is stick these two together. So I'm going to use a little bit of Collal glue. I'm going to stick this one onto my base card, like so. And then I'm going to put the butterfly on the top, like this. Okay, so you can see then how it looks like it's fluttering. We're going to use the Spring Collection bling box, and we're going to just stick a few jewels just down the centre of the body. So I'm going to take my dry clear glue, pop a few little dots of glue down the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take a larger jewel to go at the top. And we're going to take some of the smaller ones just to go down the body. And this is using the Spring Collection bling box, which is gorgeous. There we go. Okay, so you can see how fab that then looks. We've then taken the Summer Flower Trio and started to build up some flowers. So we've stamped two onto the turquoisey coloured paper. I do believe this is from the Pastel Sorbet printed paper pad. And we've done one on heat resistant acetate and added a little bit of Jazzy Jade glitter to the middle. So we're then just going to work around and pinch the petals like this all the way around, like so. We'll pull those petals up a little bit, blob of glue in the middle, and then we're going to stick that down onto there. We're then going to take our heat resistant acetate layer and just pull the petals up like this. So make a little crease in the base of the petals. Then I'm going to pop a blob of glue on the back of there. So again, using your pin flare, sticking that down. So we're going to stick that down onto our base card. So that one's going to go about there. I'm going to take a couple of smaller ones. So one there, one there. So the same technique, just the smaller flower. And then we've taken some foliage. I've got some foliage stamped out, good to go. And I've got a little one of the stamens from the stamen die set. I'm going to pull that up towards me. Stick that in the middle with a little blob of glue gel and stick a little jewel in the centre of there. Like so. And then we're going to take some foliage. So a little bit of foliage just on here. Go. And then I've got a couple of little bits of like other foliage that we can just kind of tuck in and around like so, and that there would be your finished project. Okay, so that is your second card done using the beautiful decorative dies. Now I've got a few more finished samples to show you. So I'm going to pop some pictures in and knock the mic out while I grab these. Right then, so these are the finished card samples that I've got to show you, and my mum Corinne has done quite a few of these as well. She's been really busy. So she's made a gorgeous circle shaped card using the decorative circle die. She's used one of our Christmas stamps actually, but done it as a birthday, which looks lovely, and then added the summer flower trio just down the side. She's then done a beautiful easel card using the decorative dies, and you can see how fabulous that looks. She's glittered up the flowers, added the little dragonfly on there as well that's in the sale. She's also done this one that's really clever. She's used the waist to create an aperture in the middle, and you can see how fabulous that then looks. Next up, we've got the decorative squares on this one using all of the gorgeous corals, and you can see how she's just glittered around the edge of there. That looks absolutely beautiful. Next one, again using that beautiful decorative square, just all matted and layered up, using her flowers down the sides as well that she's done on vellum. And then she's done this beautiful blue one as well, where she used the oval in the middle, and she's matted and layered this up, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. Okay, and then I've got a few more cards to show you as well. I think this is one of Becca's. Now this is a real sneak peek at something new, because if I lift these petals up, A, it's a new flower. B, it's, look at the vellum. Is that coloured vellum? I can see. So this is using the gorgeous decorative circles to build up this beautiful easel card. Really pretty. Using the happy birthday on there as well. Next up, we've got this card here. That is using the decorative squares just in the background and layering up one of those beautiful butterflies. And then these ones that I'm going to show you now were from the wedding collection. So you may have seen these before, but we snuck these dies in on there. So this one uses the decorative square. We've then got the decorative oval on this gorgeous card. And we've got the circles on this card. Really pretty. So you can see how fabulous these dies are and how you're going to use them on so many of your projects. So just as a little reminder, we've got the beautiful decorative square set. We have got the gorgeous decorative oval, and we've also got the beautiful decorative circle as well. They're all $26.99 each, but we do have bundles on the website, so please do hop over and have a look. Thank you everyone for joining me today, all about the 8x8 decorative dies. I hope that you love crafting with these as much as we have. They are absolutely fabulous, and you're going to use them on so many of your different projects to create your mats and layers, to create your shaped cards, to create that beautiful lacy-like edge on your projects. It's just going to take it to the next level. So I really hope that you have enjoyed watching today and I've inspired you with the demos. All of the products are available to order now on www.chloescreativecards.co.uk. Of course, we've got all of the dies individually, but we have got some fabulous bundles as well where you can make a little bit of a saving too. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you again very soon.